Welcome to the Castillo San Marcos National Monument and this afternoon's historic weapons demonstration. What we're going to be doing for you guys, we're going to be loading and firing a couple of cannons, but we're going to do it by using the 1740 Spanish garrison drill. This is the actual Castilian Spanish that echoed through this fort over 265 years ago. And back then, this was part of the everyday life and experience of the soldiers who lived and worked here, as well as the city of St. Augustine. So what you guys are going to get is a blast from the past. Oh, come on, I had to go for that. All right, before we get started, real quick safety stuff. I do need everybody to stay behind a white line. That's our safety line. Now, once we're done, we make sure the guns are safe. We're going to invite everybody up. You can come up, touch them, take pictures, ask questions, all of that. Please wait for us to invite you across the line. Also, guys, while you're here in the fort, and especially up here on this gun deck, please, please, please do not sit, stand, lean, climb, dance, or do gymnastics on these cannons and carriages, but especially be careful of the walls of the fort. Everything up here is over 300 years old. Yes, it looks solid. Yes, it survived hurricanes, bombardments, and the ravages of time. It's not surviving us. The one thing this fortress wasn't built for is 500,000 visitors every year. Guys, these walls are crumbling away faster than we can preserve them. Help us to save the monument just by limiting your contact with it. Now we go to let these things off. They're going to make some noise. Yeah, we like that part. But I got to tell you guys, please come in. The walls are not safe, guys. Please come in. It's going to be loud. It's going to be loud. Hey, before we let the cannons off, though, we're going to give you a warning to cover your ears. And I suggest you do that. We'll tell you when. Because if you cover yours now, you don't get to hear what I say. All right, now, back in the colonial days, back in the 17th and 18th century, St. Augustine, the Castillo San Marcos. This is not a vacation destination. This is a tiny little military outpost on the edge of the frontier. But it was part of the largest empire the world has ever known. The Spanish Empire back then spanned the globe. It was on all 5 of the known continents of the day. And that empire was bringing billions of dollars of treasure and merchandise back into Spain every year through the treasure fleets. But Spain had a problem. They had to defend these far-flung colonies and these treasure fleets from their rivals, the English, the French, and the Dutch. So to do that, they built a series of fortifications around the globe. You're in one now. The Castillo San Marcos was put here in North America by Spain, really for one reason and one reason alone. And that was to try and help protect the Spanish treasure fleets coming out of the Caribbean, because they were riding the Gulf Stream, taking it around the peninsula of Florida, up the Atlantic Seacoast, catching the westerly winds that would run them home to Spain. What that means is every year for almost 300 years, a treasure fleet, anywhere from 30 to 150 ships at a time, loaded down with gold, silver, emeralds, pearls, all this great stuff, and it's coming right up the coastline of Florida. We get treasure fleets, what do we get? Pirates! Pirates! Arr! Everybody go yar! You know, pirates never did that, but it's still a lot of fun. That's exactly why this fort's here, guys. The entire coastline from here down to the Keys is lined with bays and harbors like this one, perfect to hide in, run out and attack those treasure fleets when they were close to shore and vulnerable. So we build this fortress to use as a base. But we've got to defend this place. How are we going to do it? Cannons, absolutely. One time there were over 70 cannons up on this gun deck. We are talking a tremendous amount of firepower. Now the ones we're going to shoot for you are a couple of little ones. These are 6-pounder iron guns. That means it fires a 6-pound ball about the size of a baseball. To give you an idea what these things can do, with 3 pounds of gunpowder, the normal load, we can hit something as far away as that lighthouse stands right now. That's 1.5 miles across the bay. And these are the little ones. The big ones up here, 16, 18, 24-pounders like on the south face. Now we're talking cannonballs the size of your head, and we can throw them 3.5 miles. Yeah, just try sneaking up on us. But the secret to the Castillo's success, and this fort was successful. It's been in 15 battles. It never lost, allowed Spain to hold on to Florida, defend those fleets for over 200 years. The secret to this place were the guys behind those guns. Spanish soldiers were some of the best in the world. That's because they joined the army at the age of 15, and they joined for life. 3 times a week, you're going through the very drill you're about to see us do. So it's just like a sports team. The more they practice, the better they get. These guys did it so much, they could see it, they could hit it. And that's what made the Castillo so successful. Now, my name's Jeffrey, and I'm one of the park rangers here, and it's my great privilege to help run this program. But I gotta tell you guys, everybody else you see dressed out, these guys are all volunteers. They used to be normal people like you. They came out, saw one of these cannon firings, they got all excited about our history. Next thing you know, they're coming through cannon school, and now they're wearing wool in Florida and loving it. Give them a hand. All right, here comes the sad part, guys. We're all about historical accuracy here at the Park Service. We've studied the lives of these people, what they wore, what they spoke, how they managed to do what they did. But guys, you gotta know, they will not give us cannonballs anymore. I know, but the neighbors complain. So when the guns go off, they'll look for splashes in the water, sailboats to sink, houses to explode. That's not gonna happen. But other than that, guys, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, you lucky people downwind, what you're gonna be smelling is history coming alive. Guys, thank you so much for coming out to share it with us here at the Castillo. I hope you'll enjoy your visit, and I hope you'll enjoy our demonstration. Thank you.